What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we're going to be going over Solana as it has had some really damn good news that's come out recently, and it also has been reacting extremely well to this market pump, leading its price up to around $115, leaving many people wondering what's going to happen next. And so in today's video, we're going to go over what exactly Solana's price is doing, but before that, we're going to do a general summary of the market. We're then going to talk about Solana's news, and then we'll get into the end, in which will be some technical analysis going over what Solana's price itself could be doing in the next couple of days here. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at CoinMarketCap, what you can see here is it has been an extremely ridiculously bullish couple of days for crypto. Of course, Bitcoin putting in that $50,000 mark, which is absolutely insane. Just thinking about the last time that we were at 50,000 is so hard to even remember. With a 16% gain in the last 7 days for Bitcoin, 15% for Ethereum, 21% for Solana, 12% for Cardano, 20% for AVAX, 7% for Chainlink. I mean, it's been absolutely insane for your top 10 cryptos. Now, not only just your top 10 cryptos, but even your general crypto market is looking ridiculously bullish. SEI up 12%, Beam up 16%, Blur up 12%, GNO up 12%. I mean, it's been absolutely insane. And of course, Solana, as a result of all of this bullishness and all of this bullish liquidity, has been doing extremely well itself, which again, we will cover in a second here. But before we get into that, let's talk about this news that just came out for Solana, because I do believe it's actually extremely important. What we can see here is that Solana's second phone crosses 100,000 pre-sales, securing $45 million for development. You can see that they went on to say that it took them nearly 1 year to sell out 20,000 units of its first crypto phone, but the second phone has hit 100,000 pre-orders in just over 30 days. And the people are going to say, why are they even doing this? I mean, it's the most random thing ever. Why are they creating a phone? And I do believe that Solana is playing chess with its marketing. Because what I want you to think is this. Remember back in 2021, whenever you couldn't even go to work without hearing about crypto, you couldn't go to work without hearing about Doge or Bitcoin or about NFTs and things of that nature. Now, imagine in that same environment in which the general society, mass society itself, is feeling FOMO for the world of crypto, that now you have one or two people that you know yourself that has this thing called a Solana phone, and that's how they interact with crypto, and it's extremely similar to what you're doing with your Apple phone or your Google phone. Think about what that would do. What would that do? In my opinion, what that would do is that would increase the likelihood substantially that they at least look into what Solana is. Because Solana is trying to introduce normal people into the world of crypto in the most basic way that they can by placing people with their phone around normal people. And so whenever someone hears about crypto and they're like, oh, I know a guy with this Solana phone. What is Solana? What is a Solana phone? Then they go look it up and they start learning about Solana and hopefully find their way to Bitcoin too and things of that nature. It's a marketing move. And now you have 120,000 people walking around marketing Solana for you in a time in which we're probably going to see societal FOMO. I think it's an amazing move. And the fact that it's doing so well is extremely, extremely good. And it's a part of the reason why I am getting more and more bullish, especially after we see something like that network outage the other day not really impact its price at all. Now, speaking of its price, of course, we can see that this thing has been absolutely smashing it. I mean, what you can see here is that its price made this beautiful run from about $103 all the way up to $114, putting in and locking in a gain of roughly, let's go ahead and call that about 11% just over the last 24 hours. Now, beautifully, and this is an amazing example, HG Algo actually gave us some beautiful buys back here. Yesterday, when around the time where I released that introduction video to HG Algo, which is the indicator my company designed, I told you all, look, this thing is going to be one of the best indicators and the best tools out there. And look at this cluster. DCA plus means buy signals. These are dollar cost average end signals. And we got 3 signals 3 times that let us know you should probably buy. This is a good time to buy. This is a good time to buy. And of course, from there, we start to rally. We get a bullish momentum flash, which is a confirmation of the trend. And from there, of course, Solana's price just absolutely smashes up 10%. Absolutely amazing. Then you get your DCA out signal at literally the very top of this short-term move. This indicator doesn't miss. It doesn't miss. Go check it out down in the description below. Okay, now, interestingly enough, we did run into some resistance and we did get that DCA out signal flashing right around $114. Now, that DCA out signal is a very strong sign that this is a key level of bearish liquidity and it's going to put up a fight. It's not saying that the price isn't going to go past it, because it probably will at some point, but it's saying that this is a level that's going to put up a fight and you should probably take some profits here. And the cool part about it and interesting part about it is not only is that just a bearish liquidity zone at 114 to 115, that's actually your 786 zone, which is the top side of your Fibonacci range on this, of course, swing high to swing low from the last couple weeks. That means, of course, that the 786 level being one of the strongest levels of resistance in the world, if you are approaching upwards towards it, this means again that yes, this is probably going to be one of those levels that could give Solana a fight. We might see Solana's price pull back to the downside. We might see it consolidate a little bit. It might not just go straight up through 115, and we may need to see this thing gather some more momentum or gather some more support before it can make that break to the upside. And so, of course, because of that, I am still, of course, not necessarily going crazy long on leverage. I'm still keeping my buys real simple, real average. I'm just dollar cost averaging in. And I'm under the belief that if we can see Solana's price break $115, we're likely going to 125. We break 115 and hold it, we're likely going to 125. We clear 125, we're likely going to 145, 150. And so I do believe that still we are in an amazing time to be dollar cost averaging in on some Solana. And again, I am extremely happy with the last purchases I did because they were based off of HG Algo back here around $100 as we did back test that support. So overall, yes, Solana's price could pull back. I'm not all that concerned about it because it would just be a normal rejection off of a Fibonacci level. But in the grand scheme of things, I do think we can continue to the upside here. And so I am going to keep adding to my bag. And if you do, of course, want to know what else I am buying, you can check out my Patreon link down below. But if you want to add to your Solana bag, you can use my Margex link as well. This is going to actually get you a couple $100 in a deposit bonus when you do sign up with that link. And of course, people love it because you don't have to KYC, meaning you don't have to give them your personal info, and you don't need a VPN from anywhere in the world. You quite simply just you deposit on the platform, start trading on the platform. You can set stop losses, take profits, all that good stuff. And like I said before, you'll get a couple $100 back when you do deposit. So make sure you go check out that link down there if you do enjoy these types of videos. And of course, make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you want to see the next Solana update. But overall, of course, I hope you all have an amazing Tuesday, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.